The Goodwill Excel Center, it started about 15 years ago in Indianapolis as an experiment to really see what impact could we have on adults who want to earn their high school diploma. And so Texas was not too far behind Indianapolis, and we opened about 11 years ago, again as an experiment to see, what can adults accomplish if they have the opportunity to earn a high school diploma.
Tell us a little bit about your objectives for people that you serve in correctional facilities, and how that's unique compared to serving people, outside.
Well, really, we call them our justice education campuses. So we approach our justice education campuses with the same philosophy that we approach our community schools, that adults deserve the opportunity to earn their high school diploma. And along the way, we hope that they're also building up what we like to call durable skills. These are the skills that are essential for them to be able to go back out into their communities, get a job, pursue additional education, and really just fully reintegrate as our neighbors, because that is who they are. They are our neighbors.
What does it look like when, on day one for one of those students? And what do you see happening as they're moving through the program?
It really is interesting to watch the transformation from the day a student enrolls to the day they graduate, because they are different people. And when they come in, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of, just hesitation, because we have not yet built that trust with them. And so when someone is incarcerated, they very quickly become institutionalized. They are following structure. They are following a schedule, very regimented. And when they come into our classrooms, we still provide the structure related to security, but there's a lot of freedom. We're having a lot of dialogue. There's group work happening with our students. And so it's really fascinating to watch that guard come down with our students as they start to build that trust with our teachers and with their peers. And what we see is that students who do come in very reserved, usually those are the ones 2-3 months later that are then leading the classroom. They are going back to their dorms, and they are leading peer homework groups. And later they're becoming teacher aides for us. So it's really remarkable to see them transition from being a timid, hesitant learner to an advocate for adult education and an advocate for themselves and their peers.
Tell us a little bit about the specific credentials or job skills that people can get that actually not only provide them with a high school degree, but prepare them for specific occupations when they get out.
Sure. So certainly students are completing all of their requirements for credits, state assessments to earn their high school diploma. In addition to that, they're building up those durable skills. So how to communicate with your boss if you're going to be late, how to build a resume, how to prepare for an interview. And then beyond that, we really emphasize that it shouldn't just be that high school diploma. We want our students to have a credential of high value, something that the industry recognizes as valuable, so that they can then connect to employment, whether it's employment while they're still incarcerated or future employment upon release. And so we've been able to offer a few different certification pathways for our students who are incarcerated. And we do that in-house, but we also do that with partners. And so these are credentials such as construction, HVAC, plumbing, manufacturing and logistics, customer service, barbering. And those are just a few.
Yeah, such high demand needs too. What are the challenges that you see when they come out?
It is a mountain of challenges and a mountain of barriers that students are having to navigate. And many of them, part of the reason they went into incarceration in the first place is because they did not have stable supports with family, friends. And so they are then being released, and it's not that magically that support now is there. Nothing has changed for their circumstances. If anything, there are more challenges that they are going to have to navigate. And so it's everything from getting an ID, it's finding housing, it's finding employment, it's following up on medical care, even figuring out how to get a job to get insurance to cover that medical care. And it's also it's doing all of that while navigating whatever social structure they're coming from,
Yeah.
whatever family structure they're coming from. And so some of those family members may not be good for that student to be around.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they're having to make decisions of, okay, am I going to reconnect with this family that may lead me back to incarceration, or am I going to hold firm in my rehabilitation and try to go at it alone?
Mm-hmm.
And the challenges are just immense. And so the nice thing about Goodwill is that there are so many supports that we can provide to those individuals to help navigate that process with them.